Now let's take you live to Tel Aviv, where Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is providing an update on the war in Gaza.
This is needed. When it comes to our hostages, I hear various publications in world media by unauthorized entities. Hence, I would like to clarify once again, returning our hostages is a central goal of this war. This goal is at the top of my agenda and my friends here. For this purpose, we convene very thorough discussions daily in the War Cabinet. When I meet the representatives of the families, and 2 days ago I had another very moving meeting, I was there with my wife, I always see their pain in their eyes. I see the nightmare, and I tell them, we shall do whatever we can to bring them back. When it comes to the hostages, my directive is very clear. There will not be any ceasefire before our hostages return. And I would like to clarify that maintaining international ties to free the hostages is done by the head of the Mossad, Edi Barnea, assisted by Major General in Reserve, Nitzal Alon. And when we have something to say, something concrete to say, we're going to update the families and convey our messages to the plenary of the government. And until then, we should all stay silent. To the leaders of the Arab countries, leaders who see to the future of their countries and the future of the Middle East, I would like to say one thing. You must stand against Hamas. In the 16 years of its tyranny, Hamas actually brought destruction to Gaza. It gave only blood and poverty. Hamas is part and parcel of the terror axis led by Iran, and this axis of evil and terror endangers the entire world as well as the entire Arab world. I am convinced that many of the Arab leaders understand that. We continue to operate on the international level to allow our fighters to have leeway and freedom of action. At the beginning of the war, we mobilized the support of the U.S. I maintain a daily contact with President Biden, and I truly appreciate his support, and I truly appreciate the arrival of the 2 aircraft carriers with the assisting fleets. They have come to this region, and also the special submarine and the assistance in ammunition, the political and ethical support of the American administration, and the very widespread support of the American people. In interviews to the American media, I tell about the atrocities carried out by Hamas on the 7th of October. And I make it very clear that every free person in the free countries have a moral duty to support the State of Israel. I tell them about the heroism of our soldiers and citizens. I call for the freeing of our hostages and an opposition to ceasefire that would not involve freeing our hostages. I tell the Americans, please come with us to eliminate Hamas. This is also your goal, not only ours. And I have to tell you that most of the American public supports us and our policy, the policy led by us. And yes, there are other voices, but we struggle against them.
Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu there.